More and more fashion is available and you can find clothes at a very low price, but the environment pays a high price for this. In the previous episode we talked about climate change, water consuming and the waste mountain. But you may not realize is that with every wash you also contribute to the plastic soup. And the trees are still here, but millions of trees are cut down every year for the fashion industry and pesticides cause damage to ecosystems. In this episode we explain the consequences and what you can do about it. Welcome to the second episode of The Cost of Fashion.
In this episode we want to discuss the negative consequences in nature even more. There are even more negative consequences that you don't know about yet.
Let's do some research.
I read here that the production of clothing requires land, for example to grow materials such as cotton and bamboo. To this end, producers create large plantations, production, forests and nurseries. Wool also often requires a large surface area. Sheep need land to graze. Some sheep graze on dikes or in nature surface. Only the production of synthetic and recycled fabrics takes up little land.
For example, this skirt is made of synthetic fabrics. When processing the materials, manufacturers use chemical agents such as solvents as viscose. This is viscose. And if these toxic substances leak out, this can lead to major damage to the environment. In addition, producers often use pesticides when growing basic materials such as cotton. Excessive use of pesticides can cause serious damage to ecosystems. An estimated 120 million trees are cut down every year for the clothing industry. About 40% of these trees come from rainforests in Indonesia, the Amazon and Canadian forests.
In this article I read that thousands of hectares of forests are cleared every year from the fashion industry.
Oh wow.
Space must be made for plantations with trees from which wood-based fabrics such as rayon and viscose are made. Cutting down these forests threatens our ecosystem. We desperately need those trees to convert all the CO2 we emit into oxygen.
And also I read here that the fashion industry plays a major role in affecting soil quality. Pastures are eaten bare by cashmere goats and sheep raised for their wool. Too many chemicals are used to grow cotton, and as mentioned earlier, deforestation is taking place to keep up with the production of certain substances.
Yes, I would. I am like a person that never buys multiple items at once because I really need to like an item and make multiple outfits of it in my closet that I have. So I would say I'm not a person that buys a lot of clothes, but my opinion on it is like if you have a really nice outfit and you like everything, you can buy it, but just make sure that you have the consequences in mind.
No, not really. No, I just kind of buy and then I wear. I'm not really consciously walking around the store like, oh, I wonder if I buy this now. First of all, do I really need it? Sure. But that doesn't come from like a perspective of, oh, what does it do with the world? It comes from a perspective of, do I have enough money? What do I still have at my own house? You know, do I really need it? So no, I don't really think about that, no.
Yeah, sometimes I think about it, especially when I look into my closet and I see a lot of clothes that I didn't even ever wear. So yeah, then I think like, oh, why? I should just be more conscious of what I'm buying and should buy less, but I don't.
Yes, I do. I've heard that clothes, when you make clothes, there's a lot of CO2 emission. So I'll try to buy less clothes or less bulk of clothes.
Yes, very aware. There needs to be, you need to have a lot of water to make a t-shirt or something.
Yeah, water as well as human materials. Humans making it, it's like what is it called? It impacts the health as well of the human being.
Yes, I am aware of it. I know about it, but what I said about the fast fashion, I really don't know the details, like what is so bad.
Yeah, I am aware of that. But at this point, I feel like everything is bad for the environment. You know, really creating something that's sustainable is incredibly difficult, and it comes with a price.
Yes, before I said it, I've heard that when you make clothes, there's a lot of CO2 emission. And yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you treat your clothes properly, they will last longer. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, I'm very aware of it. I am like a person that really thinks about the clothes because I hate when my clothes spill, like those little balls that go on your clothes. So I'm aware of it that if you wash it correctly, you can wear it longer.
Yes, I try to not wash my clothes that often, and if I do, I wash it like at 30 degrees or 20.
Only when it smells or it's dirty, then I wash it, not after one use.
No, I don't wash my clothes myself, my mother does it.
No, not often. No. I think this is a common misconception, and it's one I haven't really shaken yet. But in my head, I feel like if I wash with warmer programs, like 30 degrees, it becomes cleaner. I don't think it works like that. Regardless of that, all of like my cleaning products, they require me to wash it on heat. So that's why I don't really wash cold.
Yes, I do.
We wash always 30 degrees.
Yeah, and that's also because of the nature and also because
Trim off the clothes. Yeah.
No, because my mother washes everything for me.
Yes, I probably would think about like nature and the consequences of what buying these clothes can do to nature, because it's also my future and the future of others.
But you also have like bags made of plastic bottles, but they are so ugly always.
Well, I don't think, but bags, I don't care.
They are very ugly. My mom has one.
Oh.
Sorry, mama.
So what I would say is, like, I don't wash my clothes normally self, but I would say to my mom, just be aware of you can wash so many clothes cold that you wash very warm, and it's just better for the climate.
Small plastic fibers are released during the production, wearing, washing and drying of synthetic clothes. Fleece in particular releases a lot of these types of microplastic fibers. Those fibers can then up in the air, fresh and salt waters. That's a problem because small plastic particles are not biodegradable. They cause serious pollution in the seawater, the so-called plastic soup, because the oceans are or less oxygen supplies and the important source of food. This can have major consequences for humans.
Nearly 40% of all indoor textiles are made up of plastic fibers, and we breathe in at least 13,000 to 68,000 plastic microfibers each year from our clothing, carpets, curtains and other textiles. If we inhale these plastic microfibers, it can enter our lungs, where they can impede lung cell development.
To extend the life of your clothes, it's important that you wash your clothes correctly. A short cold wash is better for the environment and your clothes. Fewer microplastics end up in the water and your clothes last longer.
During washing, microplastics from synthetic clothing end up in the wastewater, and they account for more than a third of all plastic pollution in the ocean. And that is why it is better to choose for a short washing cycle that is as cold as possible. The hotter you wash your clothes, the more microfibers are released. And by washing as much as possible at low temperatures such as 20 or 30 degrees, you wash most economically.
Also, do not wash your clothes more often than necessary. If you wash your clothes less often, the colors also remain brighter. The CEO believes that avoiding a wash not only benefits the environment, but also the fit of your jeans. The tip is to freeze your jeans once a month to prevent them from smelling. Also, a woolen garment would shed fewer pills from a sleepover in the freezer.
You can also keep your clothes clean with alcohol. This is very effective against smells. How does it work? Fill your plant sprayer with 1/3 with vodka and top it with water and just spray.
In addition, you can remove stains with items that you probably have lying around in your own kitchen.
We will show you. We will start by showing you how to remove a rust stain. For this, you can use lemon juice and salt. Squeeze some lemon juice on it and sprinkle some salt on it. Let it soak in and then wash it. We have done this in a tub with water, but we advise you to wash it in the washing machine.
A few moments later.
And there it is, a white t-shirt. It may happen. You drink a nice glass of wine and spill it on your t-shirt. To erase the stain, you can use also some salt. Sprinkle some salt on it and let it soak in. And then wash it again.
Later.
And your stain is gone. For a tomato stain, you can use toothpaste. Rub a thick layer of toothpaste on the stain. And rub it in. You can already see the stain disappear. Let it soak in and wash it again.
A few moments later.
And your stain is gone. You can use also vodka to remove your yellow sweat stains. Mix the vodka with dish soap and white vinegar. Then mix this with water in equal proportion. Fill a bucket with the mixture and soak your clothes in it. Sometimes the yellow spot is gone within an hour, but this can also take overnight. Is the yellow spot almost gone? Then wash the clothes.
A few moments later.
And you have a white t-shirt again.